My mummy always told me to be honest growing up, so I have to say I'm with who I consider the main man, Michael Hoey from Country Crest. To be honest, I've met Michael a couple of times out and about at shows and different things, but through our growing relationship with Armstrong Machinery and helping us with the Fiat 11090, we've got to know this man a little bit better, and we felt it was time that GRASSMEN looked beyond grass. So we're in County Dublin, in a field with the rain imminent, the pressure is on. We've got 2 New Holland combines, 2 CX 8090s on tracks, and I'm really just trying to get a feel for this whole different world. And we also have, I must make a wee note, we also have a prototype cross chaser bin drill filler, and I've kind of fell in love with it. And the reason I fell in love with it, anything that makes a Fint 939 look small is worth being in love with. Is that pretty much right, Michael?
That's right, yeah.
So Michael, if I could just ask you very briefly, very briefly, you're on the combine, this is your greatest passion here.
Yes, this is my holidays of the year.
So you come out of the office to drive this here, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
What would you consider your office job to be?
Well, this is the best office job you could have, Gareth, but I suppose a normal day is dealing with everybody from our customers to right through to our banks and to our staff, and going to management meetings, and then going to external meetings as well. So I suppose my main day always is made up of meetings, which can get very tiring at times, and it's great to come out here for a week or two.
It must be.
And just chill out, and you can do a lot of thinking out here as well. And I know there's people talk about business strategy. A lot of it over the years, you come up with the ideas and the solutions in the combine harvester. So maybe people will think that's very strange, but it actually works, because you're here for maybe up to 16 hours a day, a lot of the time on your own, and it gives you time to think out problems, and solutions come to you.
Right, okay, so I know what I'm doing. I'm going home to get a notepad. Grass. I'm going to book in a day. We could do this. We could sell days with Michael in the combine. Bring your notepad, and we'll do brainstorming sessions, because we're going to get the solutions.
I don't know whether we might get the questions, but whether we get the solutions or not, are another thing.
A lot of people within Ireland, within this sector, obviously, Michael, are on personal term relationship with yourself. A lot of guys know who you are, but we go a little bit wider. Country Crest, can you break it down very simply as to what is Country Crest, or what exactly you do?
I suppose Country Crest is an agri-food business. It has different avenues to it. And the first one, as you seen here today, is the farming piece of it. That's run by a staff of 6, headed up by Thomas Murphy, and a fantastic bunch of lads to spend a week or two with, because they're inspirational, and they have a thing called common sense, which you don't usually find very often today.
So when you're coming out of the office into the farming sector, you actually, I mean it, you love working with your own employees, basically.
Yeah, I don't see them as employees; they're friends, and they're the. It's great to be part of them for a little time. Yeah. And then I suppose if you go on another bit in Country Crest, then we're produce packers. So we pack all of the potatoes on the island of Ireland for Tesco's in the southern Ireland, and we pack all of the onions for them. And I suppose when you're moving a lot of product around, you need a logistics piece to do that, and that's what we have, our own transport company that in effect is a standalone business that looks after the logistics of all of the businesses, from the farming piece right through to the further processing.
So
we grow
process
it, we pack it, process it,
pack it,
yeah, and
transport it, and then I eat it,
and you eat it. Yeah, that's really what sums up the business. It has
pretty simple, really, when you think about it.
Yeah. 260 employees doing a very good job every day. Yeah.
Basically, most of the local shops in Ireland, you will find your produce.
Both north and south.
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
Yeah. We have a slogan: our expertise, your brand, and what that really means is we make all of the product under private label for the multiple trade as such.
So when you're talking about being in the office and meetings and all this here,
yeah.
we're not talking about meeting with the average person to sell a.
No.
It's the multinationals.
Absolutely, and those customers are under a lot of pressure. Market share is key to them, and they're competing for an over supplied marketplace. And as you know, food is cheap, and farming is going through one of the most difficult times I've ever experienced. It's a difficult space to be in.
I mean, this particular year, 2016, at home, they are talking very much about a very difficult year. Is it a crying wolf, or is it genuinely
Absolutely, it's the toughest I've ever seen.
It is?
Yeah. Margins are very tight, and I suppose you just have to be good at what you do today to survive, and it really is survival as such. Like, we're down into cents per unit, so it's about producing the numbers, and if we don't produce a profit, we don't survive as such. So that's the way I see it today.
So what advice would you give to a young farmer? You know, I started this thing. I was away the other day with a young fella. It was genuine. We used to work together to a contractor, so I had a picture of me and him in working. I was driving a self-propelled, and he was driving his first tractor. 10 years later, he has went off and tried to grow his own business, and he started baling. And that's what I was saying. And basically, they say to a young fella, don't quit on your dream.
No,
and
things will get better. And they've always gone through cycles, and they'll go through cycles again. And I think that's what makes you, like, my brother and I, we're farming for the last 35 years now. It sounds a long time when you say it, but
it's over. This is more years.
Yeah,
he's farming more years than that. My life.
Yeah, farming more years. Yes, absolutely. And we've seen everything from very bad times to to very good times and good prices, and it's learning to cope with that more than anything that makes you fit for the challenge. It'll never be always right, so it's about making the best of the situation you're in.
What drives you? I'm sure you're asked this question all the time. What drives you? I know it drives me, but what drives you?
I think it's the satisfaction of a job well done. I think it's being at our management meetings and having good comments come back and having nil customer complaints. Now I know you will have customer complaints from time to time because nobody is perfect, and working with a very professional team.
And is the ambition to still get bigger or control it?
I think on our farming side we're at the right size now. We're farming 3,000 acres, and that is where the critical point is really, because Thomas and the team, they have the work cut out to manage that properly.
Well, Michael, one of the reasons that's brought us together in the situation that we're talking, and I suppose I'm sitting here now interviewing you, is you have a very keen interest in charity work, and you've got behind us with the our Fate 11090 raffle that we're doing, or trying to do something for Make-A-Wish for children, and charity's a big thing that I can see that you're involved in. Maybe you'd give us a wee idea of some of the charity things that you do every year. I mean, I know of some of the things,
but first of all, I think it's very important, no matter who you are on this earth, you're only here for a certain number of years, and it's about leaving things in a better condition than you found them in. There's a lot of people, we might moan and groan every day about different problems and different things that we have, but in reality we're very lucky to be where we are. We're lucky to be able to go up in the morning, have a job that we're interested in and that we enjoy doing, but when it comes to charity things, there's a lot of people in this world that are in very bad circumstances, and it's about helping them to the best of your ability to achieve something. And I suppose you get more satisfaction out of that really than anything else. And we've been fortunate to be involved in a couple of farming projects in third world countries. And when you go there and you see the poverty that people live in and the conditions that they have to put up with, and they're very happy and are so grateful for what anybody can do for them, that you just have to do things like that. And it's about being involved in it, and that's far away stuff, but there's lots of cases at home beside on your own doorstep that are equally as deserving of help and support. And it's about being involved in the community, it's about being involved in making things better for other people, and there's different forms of charity as well. The other one actually is helping people, as you said, Garrett, earlier, achieve their own goals, because that's as important as anything else. Young people have to learn somewhere, and they have to start somewhere.
My fear, and this is only me, and I'm still a young fella, is if young people now all have the I can't be bothered attitude and have no ambition and have no drive to try things on their own, in 35 years time or 20 years time, where are the jobs going to be?
It's very important that we keep sustainability in place and that young people are motivated. And we work very closely with the agricultural colleges in Ireland to take students from them, and some of them spend a year or two with us, and they're fantastic young people, really, really fantastic, and it's a joy to work with them. And also, it's not a one-way thing. We find we learn so much from those people as well. You might think that is funny, but that is actually the truth of it. You find that, especially people of my generation, we're not very good on things like electronics and computers and all that, and they bring a whole new dimension to the business. So we actually end up learning as much from those people as they learn from us.
Join us next time where we talk machinery to Michael, where we find out what he has used in the past. Oh, not a small gear either.
No, they were very fast, extremely, a lot. Now, quite a bit faster than these.
What he is using currently.
These are New Holland 8090 6-straw walker combines.
And what his future hopes are.
There's definitely a huge market worldwide for something like that.
Have you had a go on it?
No, I wouldn't be able to drive it, I wouldn't think.
So stay tuned to GRASSMEN TV.